The revolution will not be televised. I repeat, the revolution will not be televised. Maybe you've heard the song before from the Last Poets. Maybe you've heard the term used before. Maybe you think what you're seeing right now on TV is a revolution. I'd say it's a de-evolution. Let me explain. The revolution will not be televised. What you're seeing on those cameras is like a movie. It's been scripted. What you're seeing put out by the mass media, that's exactly what they want you to see. Real revolutions occur in the mind. Real revolutions take place when the cameras are off. What you're seeing right now is the New World Order's version of a revolution. Really, it's not a revolution at all. It's just a return to the status quo. It's just more of the same, but brought out in different ways. A lot of the revolutions that you've heard of in the past, say 100 years, are far from organic. They're about as organic as a bag of Skittles. They get co-opted. And right now you have a lot of people chasing so-called leaders around because they think that they're a part of a movement. You know, the hippies thought they were a part of a movement. But what happens? They turned into Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. They put on sweaters. And when it got really, really funky, when they were opposing that Vietnam War, and they started shooting people at Kent University, at Kent State, they said, hey, I'm not that dedicated. I don't want that smoke. I'm not really ready for a revolution. I'm gonna go invent some software or something. But what you're seeing on TV, all these people tearing statues down, looting, rioting, lighting cities on fire, blowing up police stations. Come on, man. You think that's what's really going on? Or do you think that's what was meant to go on? Do you think that's what they want to happen? Because they're not going to put it on TV if they want you to know about it and if it's beneficial for yourself. If it was a real organic revolution where people were waking up and taking back their power and becoming more autonomous and becoming more loving, then that wouldn't be on TV. The fact that you're being 24/7 inundated with riot live feeds, reporters live at the scene, reporting the so-called peaceful protesters, just a few short months after you were supposed to stay inside because, some new deadly flu was going to kill you and it was sweeping the world. Well, now look what you have. You have a bunch of disenfranchised, confused people out there running amok because they have a disconnection from themselves and they don't really realize what a revolution is. If you want to be part of a revolution, then you need to change your mind. You need to change your belief system. You need to change your paradigms. You need to destroy your lower self. You need to become a higher version of yourself. That's where the revolution takes place, people. Running out into the street with a Molotov cocktail, you're still part of the system. Because if you're fighting against the system, you're still a part of it. You need to detach. If you want to be an autonomous being, you have to create your own society and protect it and create your own rules and your own laws. And no, I'm not talking about some weird anarchist commune off in the middle of nowhere or some idealist society. We're talking about writing your own home. That's where it begins. How do you take care of your lawn? How do you take care of your apartment? How do you take care of your physical host? How do you take care of your car? How do you take care of your friends and families? That's where the revolution starts. It starts with each person deciding to be a better person, deciding they don't want to be part of a corrupt system, and so they detach. They vote with their money. Do you spend money at Walmart? Do you spend money at McDonald's? Do you fund these corporations that are destroying society? Do you contribute to political campaigns? Are you obsessed with politics? And yet you see the same things every 4 years? Listen, the last poets told y'all a while ago, the revolution will not be televised. And even though everyone has a camera on their damn cell phone, and there is so much media out there, none of that is what you really need to be focused on, because none of that is going to bring you prosperity. None of that is going to bring you to evolve and to become a better person. They're just showing you these loops of death and destruction because that's what they want to see. That's what they're into. That's how they get their kicks. Tearing over statues, falling on top of people, destroying things, more people dying, more destruction. That's what they like. You think any good is coming of this? Well, only in the fact that this is continuing to deteriorate society, and eventually we will hit rock bottom. And once we hit there, hopefully we can start to ascend. Or you can catch yourself halfway down that cavern that you're falling into. You can grab on for a rock or a tree and you can pull yourself back up, because you don't always have to fall to the bottom to ascend. Turn that TV off, man. Put that phone down. Take a look around. Have some organic thoughts for yourself. Groupthink is dangerous. They all want you to have the same thoughts. They're implanting them in your brain. They're filling you up with fear and anxiety. You don't know what to do. You're looking for escapism, anything. You need to detach. You're a human being. You have a connection to your source energy, but you keep looking in the wrong place. It's not on TV. It's right here. And it's right here. The revolution will not be televised, people. The revolution is in your minds. 1.